So welcome to On the Couch with Shuntai. I like saying her name, that's why I did it. Johnell, Alabama. So once again, we have a great show. We got some beautiful people. Everybody just give an applause to our audience. Y'all just listen. I love y'all energy. Y'all just make us feel so good, and I feel welcome on my own show.
All right,
Or is that what you're doing?
I make you feel that way.
Okay, then.
So today we are talking about new directions, and we're talking to some life coaches here.
Look at this.
And we're talking to an entertainer. So Katrina Rue and William Rue Jr.
I love their name, their rules.
The Rules.
Welcome, Rules. Welcome. Hey, beautiful. How you doing, young man? You always shake a man's hand. Yeah, I know. He got me. I got to get my young dude on. You know.
So first, we'll start off with Katrina. Who are you?
My name is Katrina Rule, and my motto is betting on me.
All
Betting
right.
on me.
Yes.
Okay, then.
Yes.
So your motto as a life coach.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay.
So tell us more about you, Katrina.
I am a divorced mother of 2 children, a son and a daughter.
Okay.
I found myself divorced, having to raise 2 children, and I was worried that that they would go through life missing out on things, and I didn't want them to feel that, so I was afraid. I felt rejected, being newly divorced, and I didn't want my kids to feel like they'd missed something in life. So I had went above and beyond to make sure that they would have no lack.
Oh,
Right.
man,
So-
listen, give me some, where's my Kleenex? Now, y'all know I have problems here sometimes, but, you know, I'm about to cry.
So you found yourself having to go in a new direction. So was the divorce sudden? Was it something that you didn't see coming? Or it was something that you was like, I need to get out of this?
No, it came because I needed to change. I don't want to really go into what all happened, but it was time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, listen.
So
When it's time, you got to move. You know, when it's time, you got to move.
You give people chances and they keep doing the same thing, so you just have to like, nope, I'm done, I'm out. Because I had to find a better life for my kids and I.
Okay. That is wonderful. You know, and so going through something, you know, you already got some type of strength because you've been through some things, you know. I believe in the philosophy that thought is developed by the exercise of strength. I stick to that philosophy. So when you've been through something, you know something now. You know, you're moving differently now. You know, so tell us about your movement once you understand.
I had my mother and my father are very strong in my life.
Okay.
And I did not want my kids to feel like they had to settle for what I was going through in the divorce. So my father was like, I taught you better. I'm a man, and I showed you what a man's supposed to be like. I showed you how you're supposed to be treated.
I love that.
Bye.
I love that. Please, y'all give me. I love that. That's my man. I love it. Yes.
And so with that, he also took the role of stepping in with my kids along with other people. And then my mother was like, well, you got to stand up. You got to just, you know, do what I taught you. Don't waddle in what you have, what you're feeling, to go forward. We got you. As long as you are helping yourself, we'll help you. And so that's how my life went. And I didn't want my son thinking that this is how he's supposed to treat a woman. And I didn't want my daughter, who's in the audience, to feel like this is how I'm supposed to be treated, because I didn't get that growing up.
Okay. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So, you know, now I can understand why the young man to your right is standing tall as he's standing. You've done a phenomenal job.
So William, you've seen your mother go through this and making changes, shifts in her life. And now you're an adult, right?
I am.
And you handsome, I have to
Thank
say.
you.
Can't stop looking at you.
I better get up and move my position.
So there were some changes and new directions you had to go. in your life where you maybe figured out you're going to go one way with career-wise and you went another way towards a passion. So tell us who you are.
Okay, my name is William Rule Jr. I am a singer and a songwriter, and I also am a project manager for a nonprofit organization, and I graduated from Michigan State University.
All right now.
I love that he put in some work, but I can't clap for state. So it's not gonna happen. But listen, tell the audience how you came to the determination after going through, seeing mom go through some situations, because, as a child, you looking at the pair, and anytime something's interrupted in some kind of way, that, that's a disruption in your life.
Right.
How did you feel?
I don't think I thought about it a lot until I got a little older, but because my mom always held it together, I didn't know so much was going on until I got older.
Okay.
So she kind of shielded us from that.
Right.
So growing up, I knew my dad wasn't that present.
Right.
But it wasn't to the point where it was bothering me during my childhood because she picked up all of the lack.
Oh my God, look at it. You just carrying the tone. I love it, John.
I love it.
So we're gonna take a break, right? And we're gonna come back and we're gonna get real into Will.
So we'll get
On the Couch with Shuntai and Johnell focuses on educational, humorous, and insightful topics based on extraordinary lives of real people. Each episode provides real talk from real people.
Felt rejected, being newly divorced, and I didn't want my kids to feel like they'd missed something in life. So I went above and beyond to make sure that they would have no.
I had just been doing the catering, small and part-time, and she just left to come on full-time, and everything shut down. So imagine losing, literally we lost, 80% of our income.
Wow. I love that. The ladybug and
the butterflies.
Join Shuntai Hill, a certified counselor, and Johnell Allen Bay, a life coach and relationship expert, weekly for On the Couch with Shuntai and Johnell. Shuntai Hill and Johnell Allen Bay are the king and queen of relationships. Each week, the couple engages their audience with hot, sexy topics about relationships for the grown and sexy. The show is interactive, fun, and real.
Our next topic. I got drunk. Hold on. I got drunk the other night, and my girl grabbed my ears from behind. So she was behind him, grabbed his ears, and then he smacked her. I immediately apologized, but to be honest, I meant it, and I knew it was her. I felt horrible about hitting her, but I felt good at the same time. What's up with this?
Tune in weekly to She Say, He Say with Shuntai Hill and Johnell Allen Bay. For more information, visit shesayhesay.media.
Well, welcome back. We got some extraordinary people here, and they ain't even told the full story.
No.
You've been able to, evoke some stuff already, Shuntai.
Yeah, so Will,
that couch hot.
So tell us about your direction and how did you end up in Los Angeles?
Okay, so I graduated from Michigan State, and I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, but I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. Listen, I'm not gonna knock what you did. Just go ahead and tell your story.
Yeah. So my bachelor's was in psychology, and then I started studying for my master's in youth development. And so I always wanted to live in LA, and I've always had a passion for music. So for me, my degrees was my backup plan versus my music being my backup plan.
Now hold on, Mom. How do you feel about the investment into the education and then the diversion of doing something else?
Well,
how you seeing this now?
It's natural.
Okay.
Because
that helps.
I've always told both of my kids, no matter what you do in life, get a degree and you can go wherever you want to.
Okay.
So you have to get a degree first.
I love that.
And then when I was I had achieved my bachelor's and
Right.
I was done. And then he called me and said, Mama, I'm about to get my master's. You said you was going to get each degree before we do. And I was like, I didn't tell you this. So then I called his favorite sister out there. And then she had the nerve to co-sign.
Okay.
So I had to
Okay.
hurry up and jump back in school. And I beat him to get my master's.
Okay.
But
Look at this
and
here.
so then he called me up and said, after the open house, I'm going to LA, which he had already did. But story is, my kids, when they were younger, they used to write music
Okay.
and sing music. And I want to know, where's that book at? Because I told them to start writing that stuff and put it in the book. But
Right.
then I have always kept them around music because that's what I did, traveled and sing with the James Cleveland Gospel Music Workshop of America.
See, we ain't even know this.
Yeah.
You ain't
And
told
then-
your little thing.
No, and then my daughter was actually the first recording artist in our family.
Okay.
Yeah.
Raise your hand, daughter. So we'll see you. Okay, yeah. I thought it was you guys seeing some smarty looking, but
So it was
anyway.
her, me, and then now it's all on him.
Okay.
Oh man, look at that there. She should have came on the couch too.
She could come at
Cause
the
we
next
got a whole
break.
bunch of stuff happening in the room, family.
She can come at the next
Yeah.
So you find yourself in LA,
Yes.
and what?
So I went to LA. At the time, I was working for an airline, and so I got my job transferred there. And then I started teaching, and then I realized I didn't want to do this. And so I think I called my mom and told her that I wanted to quit my job. And she was like, "You don't quit a job without having another one." And so I quit the job, and I got a call from a better airline like the next week. She talking about, "Look at God." I'm like, "Girl, you told me not to quit."
Right.
And so I started working there, and I had a lot of flexibility with that job, so I was still able to pursue my music as well.
Okay.
And so I started recording. I think my first single was in 2017, and then in LA, it's a lot about who you know. So I
Okay.
started picking up gigs. I sung with Darlene Love. I did Coachella with Childish Gambino.
Hold on, you did what?
Coachella.
We don't want to smooth over that one.
Oh, now even I know that. And I don't know too much about, all that stuff, but that's hot to me.
That
Yeah.
is hot. Yeah.
So it's going pretty good. I released a
Wow.
single this year called Grab a Hold. It's like a wedding song. So it's been going pretty good. It's been a struggle, but I'm still there.
Wow. Now, you have to be careful with Shuntai. If she know you can sing, she
We-
might have you singing. So
We may just have you sing after a break. or
right, or during a wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're following your passion?
I am.
And Katrina, you're following your passion?
Yes, ma'am. One of many.
One of many.
I
How does
love
that
it.
feel?
See, I like that.
How does that feel as a family to be following your passion?
It feels good to me that we're not just stuck in a box.
Okay.
And we got to keep going because we depend on God,
Yeah.
and then we get support from one another.
See, I like that. So that's what I wanted to talk about. When one person decides, if it's a sister, she put into, so do we all put our energy to her until it comes to fruition and then we go to the next? Or do we all just put it in?
You can answer that.
I feel like we all put it in.
I like that.
the
See, that's
same
what I
time.
need.
Like, whatever
I
we
love
got
it.
going on, we gonna support each other.
Right.
With everything.
But you still going at it hard.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
All right. So we're going to take a quick break.
Yeah.
And when we come back, we may have you do some vocals for us and take a few audience member questions.
Okay.
On the Couch with Shuntai and Johnell focuses on educational, humorous, and insightful topics based on extraordinary lives of real people. Each episode provides real talk from real people.
Felt rejected, being newly divorced, and I didn't want my kids to feel like they'd missed something in life. So I
Okay.
went above and beyond to make sure that they would have no.
I had just been doing the catering, small and part-time. And she just left to come on full-time. And everything shut down. So imagine losing, literally we lost, 80% of our income.
Wow. I love that. The ladybug and
The
butterfly.
butterflies.
Join Shuntai Hill, a certified counselor, and Johnell Allen Bay, a life coach and relationship expert, weekly for On the Couch with Shuntai and Johnell. Shuntai Hill and Johnell Allen Bay are the king and queen of relationships. Each week, the couple engages their audience with hot, sexy topics about relationships for the grown and sexy. The show is interactive, fun, and real.
Our next topic. I got drunk. Hold on. I got drunk the other night, and my girl grabbed my ears from behind. So she was behind him, grabbed his ears, and then he smacked her. I immediately apologized, but to be honest, I meant it, and I knew it was her. I felt horrible about hitting her, but I felt good at the same time. What's up with this?
Tune in weekly to She Say, He Say with Shuntai Hill and Johnell Allen Bay. For more information, visit shesayhesay.media.
Okay, so we're back with On the Couch with Shuntai and Johnell, and we have the rules here. Look at this here. You know,
Talk about ruling your passion.
I'm telling you, look at, they all are phenomenal people. They got some stories and they can sing, they got talent, and they got energy to go after whatever they want.
So Katrina was talking about her family having a daughter and a son.
Yes, ma'am.
And we have here her daughter who was in the audience. We had to have her come on.
All right, couldn't leave her out
Welcome
there.
to Kara.
Thank you.
Yes.
Say your name for the audience.
Takara. Rule. Ramsey.
She married.
I'm married.
Okay, but she still said Rule Ramsey. So awesome.
So as we talk about passions and stuff, I want to hear a little bit. Well, I won't say me and Johnell. We want to hear a little bit
Just give me just some
of your vocals.
Okay, I'm gonna sing a little bit of my single that was just dropped last month. It's called Grab a Hold. You can get it on all platforms, iTunes, Spotify, Pandora, everywhere. Will is Grab a Hold, so I'm just sing a little bit of that.
Okay.
All right. Since the very first time that I saw your face, I would have never imagined we'd be in this place. Countless ups and downs within the years, but we're still here.
wow.
Love it.
Hey, listen, he got something to it because it made me want to hold on. Don't steal mine. Yeah.
So
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
So give him another applause. Awesome.
So we are going to take some questions from our audience. So Fallon.
Where would we find your social media or how do we connect?
My social media is God's Will, so that's GODZ_Will, and that's for Instagram and Twitter. Facebook, it's just Will, I believe. And then as far as my music, it's just Will. My latest single is Grab a Hold. I also have a single called Daddy Issues in Life.
Hold on, what'd you say?
Daddy
Oh
Issues.
man, we taking you on the road.
So yeah.
You and Shuntai, it's on now.
Daddy Issues is one of my platforms.
That was her platform. She wrote a book on daddy issues.
Yes. So
I
love
still
it.
read it.
I love it. So what's
Absolutely.
next for you, Katrina?
Well, I am going to continue to support my kids, both of them in their dreams. I'm more focused on what they want to do, and I'll just do mine in the background. But I'm going to start life coaching people because I think being a life coach, we have to be able to help people with their struggles and get with someone who has the same thing as you have so they don't have to feel like that they're the only ones out there.
Okay.
And then we are trusted people. So we're not out there to tell their business
Right.
or none of that. So it's just important because some people I just really feel don't have anywhere to go. And they want to come somewhere where they are not being judged.
Well, I mean, hearing your story, you can coach any parent on how to produce successful young people. I mean, and so I commend you for being able to produce some great young adults. And guess what? That takes a lot of effort.
It does.
That takes a lot of effort. That takes a lot of knowledge. That takes a lot of prayer. But one thing that we don't talk about is it takes something that's really deep inside of you as a single parent to be able to produce those results, because it was never intended to do this thing alone. It was always meant for two people to be able to come together and build that. So I thank you for that.
So, Shakira, how do you balance with both of your parents doing their, I said parents, with your
That would be
mother
weird.
and your brother doing their thing? Where do you fit in all this? Are you the support system? Are you the encourager?
I think I'm encouraging. I feel like I try to encourage when I can. But I have a family too, so I do a lot of tending to my family as well. So
you a
I'm just
mother,
a wife.
a daughter, wife,
Yeah.
putting in work, still singing, because you've been singing somewhere.
No, that's not my calling. But singing's not my calling. But.
Okay, but you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what lessons can you share with our audience? Any tips?
Stay together as a family no matter what. No matter what the obstacles are, know that you can talk with your kids. And if you have kids as a single mother, don't talk about their father in their face.
Right. Say that
Yeah.
again.
Don't talk about their father in their face. I mean, I know we have to have an outlet, but your kids are not your outlet.
Wow, that's powerful. That is powerful. Hold on, yes. And give us a tip, Mama.
I would say young moms continue on. I was a very young mom, and I went to school, got my degree. I've carried on. So teenage moms, you guys can do it.
Hey.
All right. My advice is do it scared, because that's the only way it's going to get done.
Say it again.
Do it scared.
That's right.
Do it scared.
That's it. I
All
love
right,
that.
I love it.
That's
I love it. So thank you for joining us, the Rule family.
Yes. So once again, you pulled off something.
You did too.
And guess what? The Rule helped us do it.
Yes.
A great episode. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of On the Couch with Shuntai and Johnell.